Hey all. Today was a good day. Um, Today was one of those days, you may have had them, where just everything just everything went my way. Um, Now I haven't said this before, but I trade, I hedge basically. I have a long short portfolio, and I'll explain more about how I trade in future videos. But I basically hedge to take a lot of the risk away from my trading, so then I can leverage and do it safely. But sometimes you have those days where everything goes your way. The longs go up and the shorts go down. And today was one of those days. I was short Telstra. I made 11% on them. A few of the others. What else was I? I was short Santos. They were down 1%. I'm long Retail Food Group. They were up over 4%. I'm long Treasury Wines. They were up 3%. Long APN Outdoor APO. They were up 1.2%. Logicam LCM, a little one that I'm in. They were up 6%. So basically, most things went my way. Even my shorts. I'm short Collins Foods. They were down 2%. So overall, for my hedge fund today, I was up 5.3%, which is unheard of. I mean, that's a massive month. If I can do 5.3% hedge for a month, that's huge. I mean, I'm looking to do 2 or 3%. So 5% in a day is, I don't know if it's my best day ever since I've been running my hedge fund, but it'd have to be close to it. It just doesn't really happen. But this video isn't about me bragging about my day. When I have a good day like this, it reminds me of a story. And I'm going to tell you the story from the early days of my trading back during the tech boom. So we're talking early 2000s, about 15 odd years ago. Now, I was trying to be a day trader back then, and I remember I come across this share. I can't remember exactly how I heard about them, but anyway, there was a share, and they were called Pilbara Mines. I'm pretty sure PIL was their code, and what they were, I think from memory, again, they were a little gold explorer, and I don't think they had anything, or I don't think they were producing. But anyway, what Pilbara Mines did, or Pilbara, whatever, PIL, that was the code. They invested into a little tech company, and from memory, again, it was called Request DSL. So it was when, see, we were still on dial-up back in those days. So it was when broadband was first being talked about. So this little Request DSL, Pilbara Mines paid $500,000 from memory for this little business, and it was just at that time where everyone wanted to be in tech. The tech boom was on, and I paid 40 cents for Pilbara Mines. And over the next few months, maybe it was a bit longer, I can't remember exactly, but they went to $8 a share. So I was up 20 times on my money. And I remember selling them for $8.17. So it was a massive windfall for me at the time. And just as I sold them, the market tanked. So I had about 40,000 in my account, and for me at the time, that was just all the money in the world. I mean, we paid 60,000 for a house around that time, so 40,000 was a good chunk of change, and for me especially, because we had nothing. You know, I think I just got married around that time, and we were living on the bones, so it was a massive amount of money. And I remember that weekend we went out for dinner because I had this money in my account. I'd never seen so much money, and I remember just sitting there looking at my screen, just staring at it, because I couldn't believe I had that much money in my account. And I remember going out for dinner that weekend. We went to a little place in West Perth here called the Olive Tree. Oh, and one other thing I did when I sold those shares, I rang my employer. I used to work for Australia Post at the time. Hello to all the posties out there. And I rang and quit my job, because basically now I had made it. I didn't need to work anymore. So anyway, that weekend we went out for dinner, a little Olive Tree restaurant in West Perth, And I remember it so vividly. We were sitting there. There was four of us. I was paying for dinner, and I was ordering expensive wine, champagne, whatever you wanted. It was all on me. And I remember pouring the champagne, I think it was, and we all held up our glasses and chinged them together. And it was that moment when the glasses met. I remember it was just the feeling that I had made it. I was now a success in life. Oh, what happened there? The phone. I don't know. Oh well. And I remember just as it happened when the glasses tinked, it was overwhelming feeling that I had now succeeded, and life was going to be pretty easy from now on. And it was basically I was king shit of Dung Mountain, as I say. And then so I quit my job. So now officially I was a professional trader. That's all I was going to do for the rest of my life. So I had that 40,000, and you can probably guess what happened next. I blew it. I blew the whole lot, and within a few months, my account was back down to zero, and I was out getting another job. So why I'm telling that story is on days like this when I have a good day, and you're going to have them as well. If you're going to be a trader, you're going to have your good days. You've got to remain very, very humble. You've got to realise that success or good days are fleeting, and the market has a way of bringing you back to earth very quickly. So, and this works on the other side as well. If you have a bad day, you've got to not get too down on yourself about it. I mean, you can assess. You learn a lot from the bad day, so you can assess where you went wrong, and hopefully improve from that. Because why I'm a better trader now than I was 15 years ago is because I had a lot of bad days, and I'll have a lot more. So that's the exciting part. In 15 years, I'll be even better. But you just got to remember that no matter what happens on one particular day or one particular month or one particular year, you just got to treat it all as a part of the journey. And no matter what happens, you've got to just keep your temperament pretty much similar. So people don't know if you're going well or going poorly, or whether you're rich or you're poor. Just remain humble and remain even. And if you can have that temperament where you don't get it too excited on the good days and you don't get too down on the bad days, you'll be a much better trader in the long run. So just keep that in mind. And when you have those bad days in the future, just think that these are the days you will remember, and these are the days that will make you a better trader. And so you got to learn from every experience.